I finally recorded this video. Hi, my name is Thiago and today I'll be taking you through a day in my life as a software engineer at Microsoft Vancouver. The main goal of this video is to use a screenshot of my current life in Vancouver 2024 so the future Thiago can look back and see all the life improvements that I had, such as my English level, that's why I'm gonna do it in English, and yes, sorry, foi mal galera, sorry my non-English speaker friends. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna put a Portuguese caption down below for you guys. My passion about bodybuilding, my current work routine, and last but not least, what I'm doing after working hours at the current moment. I'll make sure that I'm putting as many details as I can. I'm literally gonna make this content as much realistic as possible, like all the streets, places, and stuff that I'll show you is actually true. And that is for you, little stalker. If you've seen this video, I don't even live in this country anymore, so you won't find me anyways. Enough yapping, and let's jump straight to the video where everything starts at 5:30 a.m. Alright, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I've been doing in Microsoft for the past almost 2 years that I joined Microsoft. First of all, I'm a back-end software engineer in the Bing Maps team and the rendering team, which is more processing all the world data. When I say world data, it's everything that you can imagine, like all the points, like all the landmarks that you see, like for example, I don't know, a restaurant, a store, a famous point, whatever. And also all the polygons. When you see the lines, which like divides the two countries, or an ocean, or an island, all of that, it is being processed by the rendering team. I've been working on 2 major projects in the past 2 years. The first one, it is called Premium POI. POI stands to points of interest, which is more like the super fancy points in the world, such as the Eiffel Tower, or Camp Nou Stadium, or the Cristo Redentor from Rio. All of that is considered Premium POI. And I implemented that feature. I'm not sure if I can call it a feature. So I implemented that feature from scratch. I was processing this type of points in a different way. I wasn't responsible for creating those images. I just caught them. I had to do like a couple of stuff inside of it, like some extra dropping in a smart way. I'm not sure how deep I can talk about it, but anyways, and now this product, it is on live production. You guys can see it. Bing.com/maps. Yeah, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be a special icon 3D. You guys see you on the screen, of course. But yeah, I was responsible for that. And now what I'm working is more like trying to ensure the quality of those points. So I implemented a couple of scorecard checkers. So when we process this, we get the output, because we need to process all those data offline. So when we have the output, I'm gonna run a scorecard on top of it, and then I'm gonna check if the name is as we expect to be, like the lat long of this point, because sometimes they're gonna shift. Category itself, like I'm gonna make sure that Camp Nou, it is actually a stadium and not a restaurant, and if so, I'm gonna be notified, and then I'm gonna collect all those errors, and then I'm gonna send back to the data team that is responsible for that. So we're not responsible for collecting the data. I'm only responsible for receiving the data as input, process, and then generate output and push forward. So yeah, this is what I've been working on the past year, and my current work is not only that, but I'm also working in another project completely different. So we have the pipeline that processes the main polygons data, and we have a different way to process the landmark data. I'm not gonna talk about it, but now I'm gonna migrate everything. So I'm responsible for trying to identify what we actually need to do to process the landmark data, and what we actually do on this particular pipeline, understand both, and then what I'm gonna do to combine. Yeah, I've been working on that for the past, 5 months, and I finally finished, well, at least the most important part of it. Now we're more like in the testing phase. Well, yeah, let's see how gonna be the output of it. But what I can tell you guys, it is, so this pipeline is responsible for processing a bunch of complex stuff, such as, I'm gonna talk about just one thing. I'm gonna show you on the map. I think it's gonna be way easier if I share my screen and show you one type of processing that we do on our end. What up? That's me. Different place, different time, does not matter. The point is, I'm gonna show you what I was trying to say in that part of the video. Okay, if we go to bing.com/maps, and for this example, I'm going to show you Rio de Janeiro. Let's close this. By the way, this is the premium point feature that I was talking about. Let's zoom out to this guy right here. Let's use this island. So you guys can see the shape of this island with those lines, which is basically, this is the polygon for this island. To draw this polygon, let me do a super deep zoom level. It's basically, you guys can see it as a line from here to here, another line here, another line over here, and so on. So then I'm gonna have a list of all those lines that we need to draw, right? So imagine that now we need to load that, and then I'm gonna be just that, because I'm only seeing this island at the moment. But if I zoom out, for example right here, now I have way more stuff that I need to draw on the screen, right? So I have this massive corner of this particular part of land, and so on. So now, imagine, every time that I keep zooming out, I need to add more stuff, because now we need to show more stuff on the screen. So the amount of data that we need to process to show and draw all these polygons gonna be so big, and then probably gonna be so slow to do all this at once. One of those things that we do now and then, it is keep looking on the shape of this island. So I'm gonna zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, and boom. You see, the lines changed, right? So now it is more like a smooth line, and then it's more like straight. I don't know how many lines now that we have. The point is, to draw this, we need a huge amount of lines, and then if we zoom out, now it reduced drastically the amount of lines that we need to draw. You know, like now just here to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To this one, it is a lot of lines. This is what we're gonna do on our side. This is one of those steps that we do with the rendering team. It is to run an algorithm on top of a polygon data. In the end of the day, we're gonna keep the shape of it. So you guys can see this is more like a comma, and then it's still like a comma, you know? So in the end of the day, we're not gonna get rid of the island shape. We're still gonna have the shape, but with less details, let's say like that. And yeah, as you guys could see, it's super complex. I really enjoy doing that because this is exactly what I'm looking for, doing complex stuff. I don't know, this is more like what guides me in the work life area. And that's it. This is basically what I've been working on the past 2 years at Microsoft, the two most main projects. Sometimes it sounds like not that much stuff, right? But I can tell you guys, when you start working on that overall process, it's really big. Like I have the design process, and then I have keep going like back and forth meetings, make sure that what I'm gonna do is actually correct. This particular project took me almost half a year to finish. It's so big and complex that actually takes time, you know? And now I made it. Well, I think. I don't know. Maybe after recording this, I'm gonna face a bunch of problems in the testing phase and then I need to go back. Who knows? But I'm feeling confident and I think it's gonna work. But anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna back to work because I have a bunch of stuff to do after working hours. See you guys. yeah, that's it. That's gonna be the end of the video. I am not gonna record as soon as I wake up until I go to bed, as I thought that I would. It may vary, right? I can go to Costco to do some groceries, or I can cook, or I can do both. I can spend my time like doing chores, or going to the computer, talking with my friends, or playing. And talking about game, I quit playing games since the end of spring of 2024 because I went back to Brazil and I was not feeling it anymore. That was it. So as soon as I came back, we had the summer, and then I forgot about playing. So since it's gonna vary what gonna happen next, it's super hard for me to actually show like what is actually my day after working hours. So I decided to choose the best, or at least the most iconic scene, which was Costco, because it's so iconic, like getting the Sky Train and going to Costco, like do all the groceries, and then load the shopping cart, and then carry by hand through all those stairs, and then get the Sky Train going back home. Because now what's gonna happen in my life is I'm gonna move to another country, I'm gonna start a new life, and this will not happen anymore probably. I really wanna show to me how was my life when I was living on that particular moment. And of course, I wasn't going to Costco every single day, so that's why I decided to, okay, I need to pick one, and then I decided to pick that one. But anyways, also I really would like to share all my meal plan, everything that I eat, like a eating day with me, or my meal plan and everything. But I don't know, I'm not feeling it, so I'm not gonna do it. But what I can tell you guys, it is I'm currently eating 1800 calories a day. This particular video is my last day of my cut, so I'm gonna finish my cutting season. So it was 1800 calories. So I had 3 more meals. So I showed my breakfast, my lunch, and then around 5 p.m. I'm gonna have like half a banana, 46 grams of a banana, and a scoop of whey protein powder. And at 7 p.m. I'm gonna have a first part of my lunch. Oh, my dinner, which is exactly the same as my lunch, but I'm gonna add half a kilo of potatoes. This is the thing that I'm gonna talk right now. My current meal plan it's 250 grams of potatoes on lunch and 250 on dinner. But I don't feel that hungry throughout the day because I got like busy doing stuff, working. I realized that since I'm not playing anymore, I have more free time, and I really wanna enjoy the food since I was not eating that much. So what I did was I shift those 250 grams of potatoes to dinner. So now I have the same meal as the lunch, but with an extra 500 grams of potatoes. Sometimes I even shift that potatoes to the last meal. So I have a dinner, which is exactly the same as lunch. And then my last meal, it is almost the same as breakfast. It is like a smoothie, but instead of using the banana, I'm gonna use oat, and I will have that meal with the 500 grams of potatoes. It depends. I can shift the potato throughout the meals, so it's totally fine. And that's it. Basically, that's what I eat in the entire day to get super lean and shredded. It worked. I cut for, I forgot how long was it? I would say 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I don't remember. So I'm sorry. I was really happy with the results. Now let's see what's gonna happen next. If I'm gonna bulk all the way up, or I'm gonna maintain. Of course, I'm not gonna maintain this body fat percentage because it's not healthy. I'm not feeling healthy at all. I just feel super lazy all the time. Like my energy levels went all the way down. My hunger hormones are really messed up. So it's kind of harder for me to get satisfied when I finish eating, you know? Now I can eat like 5 kilos of food and my brain's still gonna say, hey bro, you good, you still can eat more. So I don't want to feel like that. So probably I'm gonna increase my body fat a little bit, but I'm still gonna decide if I'm gonna maintain my weight or I'm gonna bulk all the way back and try to get as big as I can. I don't know what's gonna happen next. The only thing that matters at the moment, it is that this video is over. I'll have a bunch of stuff to do because I'm moving. Yeah, that's it. I'm starting a new chapter of my life. A new season is coming up. And maybe I will be excited to record as well. Who knows, a day in life as a software engineer at Microsoft Redmond Edition instead of Vancouver. But yeah, who knows. Stay safe. And I see you guys, or not, in the next video.